they compromise on the desire and then they halve their manifesting potential. And that's why so many people don't actually like get the things that they want. You're a shit talker. I found my old journals. This was back in February 2020. This is me manifesting this house. CEO of your fucking life. I think people forget how much the universe is actually working to get you your manifestations. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shalay and I'm a spiritual entrepreneur who has dedicated their entire lives to living one that is intuitively led, and I basically document that process here on YouTube. Hi. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock and I probably got out of bed at 9. Unlike me, I'm also actually in the middle of my MDL launch. So MDL is my signature group program. If you have your own business, if you're like a soul-based entrepreneur, then you know, launching is an interesting time. I always tend to go through like these little mini like death and rebirth cycles. Anyway, I'm gonna make a coffee because it's like nearly 10:30 and I haven't had a coffee, and that's just not on. Go. We've actually changed the setup in here. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, then you may have already seen the videos where I was trying something new every single day. Something I really wanted to try was feng shui. I am the type of person that will read like a little piece of information and then roll with it until it fucks up somehow, and then I'm like, wait, was there more? Was there more to this that I just didn't pay attention to? So when I was reading about like where your desk is supposed to be positioned, I just saw one sentence, and like after that I was like, okay, done, let's move it without reading further into it. But I saw the sentence that your desk shouldn't be in front of your door, which mine was, because it indicates like money flowing out. So I was like, we don't want that. So I literally moved my desk to the side, so now it's diagonal from my door, but it's still not in the right position. So traditional feng shui style, you're actually not meant to be facing a window, which I am, because that's money flowing out. And you can't have your back to the door. You're supposed to be facing the door because that's power position. That's like CEO of your fucking life position. And I tried to actually turn it around after I read more into it, but it didn't feel nice. I didn't love it because also I'm a content creator. I need the natural light. I also love looking out of my window and seeing like the little butterflies flying around. Another reason why they said in feng shui you shouldn't be like facing your window is because you get distracted and then you don't get work done. And I was like, that's not the life. That's not the life I want. At least we don't have money flowing out the door. So that's why we're here. That's why things have changed around a little, but I actually really like it to the side. It's kind of just like changed up the energy a little bit. I've honestly just spent the morning working on the launch. I've just been doing behind the scenes. I did some stories for Instagram, and yeah, I've just been taking it really easy. I'm just loving this approach to launching. In the past, I was so like hustle, and I like took myself into burnout during launches because I just was trying to like overproduce. This is why self-awareness is so important, but I used to see this a lot in my readings where I would read a lot of spiritual entrepreneurs and I would see that they were just like filling up their time to like the brim, and they were just overly doing because they were doing things that they thought they should be doing, but they didn't necessarily actually even want to do, and they were acting from a place of obligation rather than what they actually wanted to do. They weren't letting their intuition kind of lead the show. There wasn't that like trust element, right? That your intuition, the universe has got you. So time and time again, I would get the same message for them from spirit where it would be like, you need to stop. You need to allow room in your life to actually receive. Like if you're just constantly producing, then there is no room for you to actually receive the abundance that you're trying to call into your life. So it's really important to actually like take a step back and actually rest and give back to yourself. Let yourself receive rest and energetically like free up time in your life to actually receive. Okay, we're just going to ignore the fact that it looks like that right now. I just spent like over an hour meditating, breathwork meditation. I just don't even know how it happened. I'm pretty convinced I fell asleep in the middle of it. I know I like tuck myself in, like I have my anxiety blanket on, I have like something over my eyes, and I usually don't fall asleep if I'm in my meditation spot. If I'm in bed, fuck yeah, I'm gonna fall asleep. But if I'm in my meditation spot, I usually don't, but I think I did this time. I just prefer meditating like that. You can meditate however you like, but I just find that I let go and get into a deeper meditation when I'm actually like just laying on my back. I just find it more comfortable. So you can meditate however you like. Anyway, I've done that, and now I'm going to be tackling something that I've been avoiding for way too long. I need you not to judge me. Like, this is a safe space. That's all my clean washing, and there is more. I wish that was it. That is also clean washing. Did you maybe want to help Mummy? I'm going to take that as a yes. All right, you tackle this room. I'll go do the front room. I'm a little bit embarrassed about how quickly I did all of that and how long it actually took me to actually just sort out all the clothes and the washing. These guys have been absolute fucking clingers today. Could you not stick your tongue in my mouth? Why do you have crazy eyes on? We spend every day together. I can't actually finish the rest of the bed because my partner does the sheets. Honestly, I probably can do it myself, but it's just one of those like damsel in distress moments where I'm like, please, just do it for me. He's fine, by the way. He just puts this on whenever he wants attention, if you're wondering why I'm ignoring my dog right now. True story, actually. I've taken him to the vet before because he had an ear infection, or so I thought. Well, he was putting on an ear infection. I just ruined the story. Anyway, they did all the tests and they're like, mate, your dog does not have an ear infection. He's putting it on. And I was like, no, I'm sure he does. And then they were like, no, because he had ear infections. Like, I think he had 2. And during that time, I was like cuddling him and treating him like a little baby. And I was like, oh, and I'm giving him like extra love, extra attention. He just milks it. As you just saw me just cuddling him now, not like we haven't been cuddling all day, but like just cuddling now, he starts doing that inverted breathing thing because I used to react to that as well, where I used to cuddle him and be like, oh my god, Alpha, are you okay? But now I've learned not to do that because he's just a fucking shit talker. Yeah, you're a shit talker. Lies. Anyway, the fucking vet was right. When we went home, he was just back to normal. Like nothing had happened. Yeah, so that's my life with this dog. Alright, we're done here. Okay, we're done. Ah! I actually have a couple of things to do now for work. We have a really exciting podcast interview tomorrow. We've actually been interviewing lots of people, so it's been lots of fun, just like having a different perspective and a different energy on the podcast as well. So I'm going to send out the invitations for that, do a little bit of prep for that, and also, like I said, I'm in launch period as well. So I'm going to see if anything channels through. I might even do a bit of a meditation because I haven't done that as well today. So I've been like setting my alarm to 6 a.m. trying to like wake up at that time because I used to wake up at like 5 a.m. every morning and I loved it. But I don't know what's happened to me since. I've just not been able to get up. Like my alarm goes off and I'm just like, absolutely fucking not. I found my old journals, like back from 2020 when I first started in this space. So I'm literally so excited. They're literally mangled. Oh my gosh, like they're actually coming apart at the seam. Oh my goodness. One of my intentions that I wrote down was today I will find the little things in life to be grateful for throughout my day. Like this was when I was working on just being happy to be alive. Oh my gosh, no way. I literally wrote a letter to the universe saying I wanted to take this time to thank the universe for my sign. Finding that 4-leaf clover has changed my perception and has really showed me that the universe is on my side. It is so precious to me. I will work hard to manifest the life that I want. I'm gonna cry. There are tears in my eyes because I remember that moment. That was like the biggest sign from the universe. Oh my gosh. This was back in February 2020. This is me manifesting this house. I see myself and my partner of 7 years, Daniel, being approved for a rental property in a month's time from now. That happened, by the way. It was a month's time from when I wrote this. The rental property is exactly what we're both looking for in a home. I put my entire trust in you and know that you can perform miracles. Thank you, universe. This whole thing is just full of things that I'm grateful for. Like that's the main thing that I wrote every single day because I had such a negative lack mindset and I really struggled to be here. So yeah, in order to really change my perception and enjoy my life, I literally just went on like gratitude rampages. Keep your journals because that was emotional. I'm like so happy I wrote all of that. I don't love journaling now, so I don't fucking journal, but I should because it's like memories and you get to go back and you get to have a read. That was so cute. I forgot to film the rest of the morning, honestly. It's like 12 o'clock now. The last you saw me was like at 7 a.m. I think I'm going to finish up the video here, but I really wanted to tell you the story of how I manifested a free holiday. So I've been connecting to my desire to travel. I actually did a masterclass all about this. It's not available anymore, but I spoke about the importance of anchoring in on true soul-aligned desire. What happens is most people end up cutting themselves off from their desires, from the things that they truly want, because they don't see how it's possible for them or they don't think it's realistic. So then they lower their desire, they compromise on the desire, and then they halve their manifesting potential. And that's why so many people don't actually like get the things that they want. And that's why my work is around like helping people connect to their intuition and their true soul aligned desires, because when you're anchored to that place, it's literally like magic is unfolding right before your very eyes. That is the experience of anchoring into your intuition. And that's honestly all I've been doing. As soon as I had a moment of like conscious awareness, I'll just connect to that like soul aligned desire to travel the world. But it has to be true soul aligned desire, not the shit that you compromise on, not the shit that you tell yourself you want. So an example of this is like when I first started to get into this space of like doing online entrepreneurship and things like that, I always wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I bitched it, right? I was too scared to actually do the YouTube channel. So then I convinced myself that what I really wanted was a podcast. And I spent all of this time and energy manifesting this podcast, putting all my energy into the podcast, thinking, yeah, the podcast is what I want. This is my soul desire. And that's why the making of that podcast and then the path that it took me down was an unaligned path. And that's why things didn't manifest as easily. And then when they did manifest, it wasn't actually what was in alignment to me. And it literally wasn't until I started this fucking YouTube channel did my life actually start to align and all the pieces of the puzzle began to unfold like perfectly, and it all worked out like better than I could imagine, right? That's the power of what happens when you actually connect to what you really, really want and then you move with that energy. So I was connecting to my true soul aligned desire to want to travel and to anchor into that place, and that's it. I did not go look for flights. I did not do anything just because I didn't feel called. So you connect to that desire, and then the next part of this is actually listening to my intuition, like what my intuition is actually telling me to do. And I just didn't feel called to take any action steps or to do anything to make that happen just yet. I'm just like, when the time is right, an opportunity will unfold and I'll act, you know, or if I feel called to book a place, I will. And then one day randomly, my partner comes home, and we've been together for like 10 years and never once has he ever done this. But for our 10-year anniversary, he comes home and he's like, hey babe, I've actually booked us tickets for our 10-year anniversary in May to go away. And that just blew my mind. I remember just sitting there looking at him like, holy fucking shit. This is the power of working with this soul aligned desire. Like, I just manifested a holiday and I literally did nothing to make it happen other than align my energy and stay in that frequency. And I swear to you, this man has never done this before. Of course, I would think like logically it could be a possibility that your partner books a holiday for you, but that's just never ever happened to me. Like, I'm the one that books our holidays. I plan everything. I'm like a nut. I'm a nut, like when it comes to like planning holidays. But I really wanted to explain that story because I think people forget how much the universe is actually working to get you your manifestations, to bring you your desires. And when you're working with true soul aligned desire, that desire wants you just as much as you want it. I'm going to end it here. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, if you want to see more like this, please don't forget to give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you get updated every single time I upload new videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.